Hey guys, it's Alana with the FriendlyBands SunshineLoom, and today we're going to be making the FriendlyBands tab keychain. Now before we get started, you're going to need a couple things. First, we're going to need some kind of keychain closure. So I have a hook here, and I also have just a normal key ring. So you can buy these at your local craft store, or if you have one around the house, that works too. Just make sure you have permission to use it. Before we get started, let's pick out our colors. I already have my rubber bands organized in the lid that I keep underneath my sunshine loom. Today I'm going to be using white, gold, and blue. Okay, let's get started with step one, setting our pattern. We're going to begin on the start side. And we're going to actually be laying double loops all the way around for our whole pattern. And today I'm just going to do a simple stripe pattern. So you're going to take your first rubber band, going from 24 to 1. You're going to attach, twist, and loop. Another way to do this, if you prefer, is to do this on your hand. So make a double loop and attach like that. I prefer the attach, twist, and loop method myself. Our extended caps on our pegs actually hold your rubber bands on a little bit better. And we're going to go forward. So we're doing our first 3, just going out from peg 24, and then we're moving forward, and we're basically making a triple bracelet with double loops and just a little bit shorter. So I'm going forward with my next color. For me, that's gold. And then forward again with blue. And you can do whatever pattern you like. And we're going to keep going in our pattern until we reach our desired size. Now for the keychains that I made, I went up to peg number 16. So we're going to go forward and just keep repeating your pattern on all 3 of your circles until we reach our size. Okay, we're approaching our sizes here. I'm just going to continue forward up to 16, and then we're going to taper off our design at the end. I'll show you how to do that. So we're going forward to peg 16, 40, and 63. And now we're going to do one more in the middle from 40 to 41. And we're going to go in from 16 to 41. And again, do your double loop. And make sure it doesn't overlap peg 40. So if it's over the middle, like that, you're going to just pull it over to the outside of the peg. And then we're going to go again from peg number 63 to 41. Just like that. And now we're going to finish off with a double loop on peg number 41. And we're going to head back over to the start side and lay down our crossbars. And our crossbars here are again going to be double loops. And when we do our crossbars, we're going to be skipping the first 4 pegs and moving on to these ones. So if you're doing your crossbars in the stripe pattern like I am, you're going to be using the color of the rubber band that's going to hook forward. So my blue will hook forward onto this peg, and you'll see that in the next step. But for now, I'll just show you. Next, I'm going to do gold. Because when I hook, my gold will fold forward onto this peg. And then white. And just like my inner, middle, and outer circle, I'm going to continue this pattern all the way around. So again, we're doing our double loops. You're going to attach, twist, and loop over. Make sure you're on all 3 pegs with both sides of your double loop. And again, if this is too difficult for you, you can do that by hand and then stretch it over. We're going to be skipping our last 4 pegs, and this is what your sunshine loom should look like after step 1, setting our pattern. Now we're ready for step 2, locking our pattern in place. So we're going to head over to the hook side, and you're going to go inside your double loop and pull your FB hook around to the back. Grab the top 2 rubber bands, because remember we're doing double loops here. So we're going to take the top 2, and if that's a little hard for you to see, you can go inside your double loop and pull out, and then it should be the rubber band that's going diagonal from your inner circle. So you can just pull that off right there, and that should be your top rubber band, and then hook forward. And then you're going to grab, again, inside your double loop, which is now pulled over here. You're going to grab the diagonal here that pulls to the outer circle. So you're going to take that one, or if you work from the back, it's the top 2 rubber bands. And then go back inside and hook forward the middle circle. And now I usually like to hook forward just this first one here. And then I'm just going to hook all of the other circles, the entire circle all the way around. So I'm going to start with my inner circle, push back your loop that you pulled forward and your double loop, so be inside both there, and then hook forward. And we're just going to keep pushing back and hooking forward, making sure you're inside the loop you just made as well as your crossbar. So inside and hook forward. And we're just going to go like this all the way around. And if you get a little bit of tension, how this rubber band's stuck right there, you can hook it forward, and if it's still stuck, you can loosen the tension with your FB hook just by moving it around your peg. This will help you avoid some of those broken rubber bands. And we're just going to go inside and hook forward all the way around. So this could happen to you. I had a rubber band snap right there. There's a lot of tension when you work with double loops. So I'm going to push that to the side, and I'm going to show you how to fix this if this happens to you. So I'm going to take off my double loop. That is my crossbar there. And I'm just going to let it rest on the two other pegs. And then I'm going to create a double loop on the beginning peg, so the one closer to the start side, and then go inside all of the rubber bands on the peg it's reaching over to. I'm going to attach the two ends, pull through, and then I'm going to use my other hand to reattach my crossbar and then hook forward. So when you work with double loops, you can get some breakage. It just happens sometimes. There's a lot of tension there, and it rubs against the peg. So if that happens, now you know how to replace that rubber band and not lose your whole project. Okay, and now we're going to go back over to the hook side and push back our crossbar, which is that gold triangle, and hook forward, and push back your crossbar and grab the bottom two rubber bands to hook forward. And remember, those bottom two rubber bands, as I call them, that's just the same double loop that we put on there before. So when I'm grabbing the bottom two rubber bands, it's just two sides of the same rubber band. And hook forward, just push back and hook forward all the way around. And hook forward to peg 24. Now we're going to head back over to the hook side. And we're going to insert inside this teardrop shape here on peg 16 and hook forward inside our crossbar and that teardrop and hook forward. And we're just going to continue this all the way around. And then we're going to hook forward to peg number 24. And this is what your sunshine loom should look like after step 2, locking our pattern in place. Now we're ready for step 3, removing our creation. So I'm going to take 2 rubber bands in the color of my last rubber bands on this last peg, number 24. And I'm going to pull them through all of the rubber bands on peg 24. So insert your hook and put that through all of the rubber bands. Attach the 2 rubber bands. Turn your hook so that pointy side faces the base and pull through. And then you're going to hold on to that onto your finger if you like. And then we're just going to release. So I'm going to replace my FB hook and just gently tug from side to side. Remember, there's a lot of tension here. We're using double loops, so be extra careful. And if you get something that's a little bit stuck, you can always pull that off by hand. We post new exciting videos weekly, so make sure to subscribe to the FriendlyBands channel for more Sunshine Loom tutorials. We also love to hear from our Sunshine Lumineers, so please comment and like our videos. So this is what you should have so far. You have 2 rubber bands and that's pulled over your finger there. And now I'm going to attach my key ring. So I'm going to use just a standard key ring. And what I like to do is I'm going to put one end of my keychain through my key ring, and then put that end of my keychain right through both of those loops of my rubber band. And then I'm just going to pull that through to make a slip knot. And you want to make sure that's extra secure because you don't want anybody losing their keys. And now I'm also going to add an FB charm. And this is a little bit tricky for the double loops because it is a little bit tighter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to decide where I want to put my charm. I'm going to say somewhere in the middle. And then I'm going to stretch this across a peg. And you're just using this to stretch out that rubber band so you can put in your charm. And then pull it off of your peg. And there you have it, the tab keychain from the FriendlyBands SunshineLoom. Bye guys, see you later.